Welcome to the Waylon perspective. Please like and press that subscribe button. I appreciate it very much. This is my reaction to Alip performing Another Day, originally by Dream Theater. Let's commence. Ladies and gentlemen, Alip on the acoustic guitar, absolutely, once again, starting us off brilliantly with his rendition of a song called Another Day. Now, I do not know this song, this original track by Dream Theater. I'm not really all that familiar with Dream Theater, as a band. I did react to Dream Theater being covered by Voice of Bacheprot. They did a song by Dream Theater called Never Enough that I reacted to. They are sort of a progressive metal band, you know what I mean? They've been around for many years and they do their thing. But this is an acoustic guitar version, a fingerstyle version. Is this fingerstyle? I always just assume all of them are fingerstyle. Man, oh man, someone has to clarify the differences between all these things. For the longest time, I was even, when I react to stuff, I just figured they were all acoustic guitars, but there are different types of acoustic guitars, you know what I mean? There are the ones with the steel strings, and there are ones with nylon strings, classical guitars, Spanish guitars, all sorts of different guitars. It's too much stuff. It's all, confusing me. All I know is Alip is a brilliant acoustic guitarist. He's a brilliant guitarist, and that's all there is to it. Every performance, he just absolutely steps up and he gives it his all, and he just makes all these songs sound so wonderful. His vibe is so utterly unique, ladies and gentlemen. I enjoy all his performances. And this one has started off already sounding freaking fantastic. Let's keep rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, just absolutely going through the gears, absolutely just that part, this part, just absolutely giving you the composition, like it ain't no thing, like it's nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Yo. How many times have I said that I just wish I could do this as well? This is just such a, awesome thing to be able to do. It's such a skill, it's such a talent. And on this planet, how many people you think, there's billions of people on this planet, how many people you think can do this? Like the percentage. I think it's a small percentage. Sure, if you look at the number, probably at the end of the day, it's a lot of people, but it's a small percentage of all the human beings on this planet. And Alip, one of the best out there, ladies and gentlemen, on the acoustic guitar. This young man, utterly phenomenal every single time. I'm liking this jam here as well. What he always does with these performances is he definitely makes me want to check out the original song. So because Dream Theater is more progressive, the song is doing these various things, you know what I mean? There's a structure there, obviously, but it's also, you know, exploring the music. You know what I mean? He's exploring the music, and it's just sounding so phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. I dig this stuff. When this man performs, I'm absolutely, this man, he can take me to a happy place and I can just chill and relax. It's awesome stuff every time. Never mind the stuff happening here on the fingers as well. You know by now. You know by now when I react to this stuff, I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just into the music. I'm just having a good time. Never mind what the fingers are doing. Sorry to interrupt, the song is coming up on the end, but you can hear the metal parts there when he does that, you know, gun, 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 gun. That sort of strumming. It's totally, you know what I mean? Metal vibes. I hope when I listen to the song, it isn't some non-metal track, you know. It does sound very metal, is just the connection I'm making. And he's just absolutely rocking it. Alip, just utterly awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Another Day is a song by American progressive metal band Dream Theater, released on their 1992 album Images and Words. Another Day, another brilliant Alip Bata performance, ladies and gentlemen. I expected to be blown away by this man's guitar playing because I've reacted to him many times and he always does that. He always impresses me so much. But ladies and gentlemen, this one was just utterly epic. I really enjoy alternative heavy metal hard rock type music, and the vibe was definitely there in Alip's acoustic guitar, you know, cover of this song. I don't even know the original song, but that metal vibe was just there, ladies and gentlemen. And he took us through so many different, you know, sounding facets of the track, of the music. He just took us on this journey that just, at the end of the day, all of it fits together, but also, you know, he goes off the path a little, but he comes back to the main structure of the song. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? It's just awesome stuff, phenomenal stuff across the board by this young man. Always performs with such, you know, quiet capability. You know, he's the kind of guy that strikes me as just being a very humble dude. Of course, I don't know him. His footprint on social media is not that massive. It's difficult to find, you know, various pictures, because usually in my videos I use pictures, you know, when I'm doing the edits. You know by now I use a lot of that, but it's difficult to find, a lot of pictures of Alip online. So it just gives me the idea that the dude is overall a pretty, humble, sort of private kind of guy, which is all good. You know what I mean? I can appreciate that. He's just out here living his best life. He's just out here being utterly talented. He's just out here sharing these brilliant cover versions with the world and being utterly awesome. And I appreciate that. This was another brilliant performance by this young man, ladies and gentlemen. His music is so memorable. It's just the kind of stuff that I can just sit there and enjoy. Take your troubles, roll them up in a ball and toss them away. Sit there and enjoy Alip Bata on the acoustic guitar. Come on. What more can you ask for? Brilliant stuff. Phenomenal performance by this guitarist, ladies and gentlemen. He never slips up. He never lets us down. I'm going to speak for all of us, not just for me. He never lets us down. That was another fantastic and utterly stunning performance. This energetic guitar performance was another one to remember. Alip Bata is utterly astounding.